The way I really started was we were, like a lot of kids, drug off to Sunday school every Sunday by my parents. And the minister's wife painted all the time, and she'd bring in oil paintings that were gorgeous, you know. And I'd see these paintings. I was 8 or 9 years old at the time, maybe more like 7 years old. And she'd bring these in, and they weren't even dry yet. And you'd smell that oil paint, and you'd see them, and they just took your breath away. And it turned into kind of a passion for life. So when I got out of high school, I went and studied at the American Academy of Art for 3 years. I got through art school and went into painting more commercial work, architectural illustrating, where I did renderings from blueprints. But the love of painting wildlife kept getting to me, and I was, in my spare time, I was painting as many animals that I could. And eventually I got away from the commercial work, and that's all I did was paint wildlife. I basically got into painting the aquatic wildlife when I on a trip to Maui a good maybe close to 10 years ago now. I was there whale watching and swimming with the turtles, but I really got the urge to start painting aquatic wildlife. And when I was down there, I noticed how the sunlight reacted in the water, and it reminded me of jewelry. And I thought, get that in the painting somehow. It finally developed into these paintings that you see now, that are full of metallics and metal flake and mother of pearl and layers of crystal clear enamel. I think they turned out to be more than I ever really expected. I think there's something really unique and special. It seemed like the whole path of my art, it seemed like so much help just kept coming, and the right people keep coming, and it's really it's almost turned into almost a spiritual thing for me. And it started that way, really, in church. God willing, I'll keep painting until I drop. I love it too much to give up on it. I think my paintings reflect the journey of my life, and for now it's my passion, and I keep trying to follow what I love to do. I know one thing: the more I learn about the oceans and the time I spend in it, I love it more and more. And I think just the same reason why I paint a lot of wildlife to begin with, wolves, eagles, and stuff. I was exposed to that up in northern Wisconsin, and I was born and raised on the south side of Chicago. And I think when you get into a different environment that you're not used to, you're more hypersensitive to it, and you appreciate it more.